Hello everyone, welcome to a Stamping to Share video. My name is Kay Kalthoff and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Simply Scored and a new product in the Spring Mini catalog called the Border Scoring Plate. This is the page that it's on. It's on page 26 of the Spring Mini catalog 2013. And we are going to learn how to do this today. And we are going to just take it as a very basic step, because when you first get it, you're going to need to play around with it and get used to using it. So the first thing that you do is when you receive your score plate, you will have this template that goes over the top that helps you guide you in the lines. You want to make sure that you take off the plastic film that's over the top of this. That's really important because that film makes it very slippery, so you want to make sure that that is off. The next thing that you do is when you set up your Borders Score plate over the top of your Simply Scored tool, you want to make sure that this arrow right here goes to the top. And because it's kind of hard to see since it's gray on gray, I just put a little post-it note here in bright pink so that I remember that this goes to the top. That's really important. It secures your plate onto your tool. The next step, of course, is to find a piece of paper, and as you're practicing, I would just go ahead and practice on larger pieces of paper. Then to keep your paper secure, use a little bit of painter's tape and just adhere that down, and that will make your paper secure so you don't have to fight the paper moving on you. The next thing that you do is you put your template over the top to help you find the lines. And then I think the most important thing to make this work right is to make sure that your stylus is really clean. You want to make sure the ends don't have little gimpy stickies on, which sometimes happens. So I just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and I spritz it. You can spritz it on a Kleenex. I just have a little piece of felt here. So I'm just going to make sure that the ends of my tool do not have any little skippies on. All right, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to score. Now, you can use the large end or the small end, and I've used both with success. So I'm going to go ahead and use the large end and just show you how this works. We'll pick a simple design to start with. We'll just do a zigzag because that's just straight back and forth. So what you have to do is just insert it and just, and it works better if you hold your tool a little bit more upright, and you notice that as I go along, I'm going back and forth, and it is working. And it takes a little time, it takes a little patience, and I like to use a larger piece of paper and then cut it down to size to fit my card. There you see. And I'll show you how I did the card. You can see that I used just a straight kind of dash mark here, and then I went ahead and did a curve. The curves are a little more tricky, so let's go ahead and do a curve. We'll pick this curve over here, and it has some dots with it. So again, I'm just starting at the top, and again I'm using the large end, and you just follow it along. And you can feel if you go a little bit out of the lines. And I don't have to put just too much pressure on here. There we go. And now we'll just go ahead and do the dots. So I'm just putting the score tool directly into the dots. There we go. And now let's check out those lines that we've just done. So we're just going to remove the paper from our board, and the painter's tape doesn't stick to the paper, so that's nice. Just save those for the next time you use it. And here is our back. So I'll see if you can see this. Here is the scoring we did with the scallops and the dots, and here's the scoring that we did with the straight edge. So it's really not very hard. It just takes maybe a little bit more time than what you're used to, and I think it works great. So you have a great day, and thanks so much for stopping by Stamping to Share.